it's Elizabeth, and welcome back to a Journal With Me video. Yes, I'm glad you're here. Welcome if you're new here. Welcome back if you're returning. Yes, I hope y'all are well. Oh my goodness, it's been a bear and a half for me to get time to be in here. Yep, to work on my book. So we're gonna work on, and it's really not a journal with me, y'all. If you've been here for any length of time on my channel, you know that it's more of a decorate my journal with me. And I show you kind of how I put my pages together and all of that, okay? Now, this is going back to September 30th. I've had a time and a half trying to get in here and work in my book. And so today I have a little bit of time. It's early, it's just 8 o'clock, but I have a little bit of time. I have about 8, 9, 10 or 2 hours, I guess. So we'll see. I mean, I'm not going to keep y'all here for 2 hours, but yeah. So this is stuff that I just printed off. When I woke up this past Monday, I was feeling a little bit angry, right? Angry with the world. And so I decided to start this Bible study that I do at night, like a devotional, I guess, that I do at night. And I found it on, there's an app just called Holy Bible, and there are all kinds of different devotionals and all that kind of stuff. I don't know. I'll try to find the app if you're interested and put it down below. But, and then these right here, like some of you guys asked me where I get the stuff that I put in my books. And this, for instance, is from Instagram, and it's Jesus Calling by Sarah Young. I do have the book itself, but I love these memes that they put out. So, yeah, this really spoke to me that morning. So I just screenshot it and then I resize it on my phone, and then I transfer it from my photos to my notes section, and then I transfer it from my notes section to a Word document. So that's how I do that. And then this right here is from Instagram as well, and it's from Awareness for POTS. Okay, so POTS, postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome, is the chronic illness that I have, and because of the events of the previous week, stress just really activates my autonomic nervous system. Sorry if you can hear that banging. That is my husband doing I don't know what, okay? So I get these, and this just, oh my goodness, yeah, living with dysautonomia, which is what POTS is. It's a form of dysautonomia. It means I have a brain that remembers the smallest insignificant facts from 3,789 days ago, like when I caught that random frog, but not if I took the meds I need to function daily. Yeah, because lately, and that could be part of my problem too, well, I have a lot of problems, folks. Let's just be real, right? But that could be part of my issue as well, because over like the last week, I had literally forgotten to take my afternoon pills like 3 or 4 times out of the 7, days of the week. I don't know what's wrong with me, but now I've set an alarm on my phone to take my meds in the afternoon. So yeah. So anyway, this goes on Monday. So this is going to be Friday. I think we'll go over this too. This is going to be Saturday, October 1st. And I might, okay, that was Monday too, because our dog, yeah, I don't know. I might put a little bit of a Sunday in here, or you know what I could do as well is I will put like a little card thing if I have one somewhere. I don't know, I'll have to find it. But like I did back here at some point, I put a little card in here. Where was it? Here it was, right? We didn't really do much on this Monday, and then I had messed up because I put Tuesday on here instead of putting Monday on here. And so anyway, I just tipped in this little Project Life card thing and just wrote basically what we did. So that's probably what I'm going to do for Sunday, because we didn't do all that much, I don't think, that past Sunday. So, now we're here, and yeah, so let's just design the page together. So this morning on Friday, we had a bunch of things to do. So we went out, we started out, it was like an errand day, I guess. And so we had started out, and let me walk and chew gum at the same time. I'm just gonna go ahead and glue my 30th up here, my Friday. I think I might maybe cut this, I don't know. Let me see where my cutter is. Where did I put it? Maybe I put it away? That would be odd, yeah. Where are you? Oh gosh, and we babysat again this week, so my desk is a total mess. Great. Now I don't know where that punch went. Oh, there it is. Yeah, we had the kids over. They are our grandniece and nephew. And there we go. That's fine. Excuse me. Grandniece and nephew. And so they were here. I think they got here at like 6:45 in the morning. Yikes. Yeah. Which is fine because my husband is usually up. I'm putting that there to cover those staples, by the way. Yeah, my husband's usually up anywhere. I mean, all times of the day and night he's up. So anywho, so yeah, they came over, and then my husband cooked him a nice breakfast. I forget when they came over. Oh, this Wednesday, yeah, because my father-in-law their great-grandfather, which is my father-in-law, watches them during the day. And let's see, they were over here. So then my husband fixed them breakfast, which was very sweet of him to do. I hope my husband's not calling me. Maybe he's talking to the dog. I don't know. So anyhow, yeah, so we had them. And so after breakfast, we came into my room. I'm just gluing this bag on as a pocket if I can get my glue to come out. I don't know what on earth he's banging on, let me tell you folks, okay? I don't know. Yeah, so they came over and we had lots of fun, and I printed out some more pictures of them. We did like this magic fish thing. It's like a fortune telling, you know, just like a novelty thing. So they had fun doing that. We made some origami frogs, and they had fun on the sewing machine. They always like to play on the sewing machine, so it's fine. They can't hurt the sewing machine, so why not? Yeah, it was fun. Okay, so this is gonna go here. Y'all know me and my affinity for tucks, tags, and pockets. I just love them, and I'll make them out of just about anything. So yeah, again, this is on a Friday, I don't know, a few weeks ago now. When you're seeing this, it'll have been a few weeks ago, so excuse me. And the book, I'm going to put Chick-fil-A right here just because, I don't know, this big chick isn't going to tell me much, right? So on this Friday, we both decided, you know, we needed to run some errands or whatever. And so we both get in the car and we start out, and I'm like, oh, geez, I forgot to eat breakfast. My husband says, oh, gee, so did I, which he doesn't really, anyway, it doesn't matter. He doesn't really eat all that much, but anyway, so he said, oh, well, there's a Chick-fil-A right by where we're going. So yeah, we had to, which I spelled this wrong. What color did I use here? Gray, I think. I had to get some papers notarized, and that's nota with an A. Notarized paperwork. We went to Lowe's to get some shelf pegs. And then we got Chick-fil-A because it was right down the street, and for a little snack. And then I went to Michael's, and that's where I got these sugar bell things. Oh gosh, you guys, these, right? I really want to use them. Yeah, I do. However, you need to have the tips that go on here to close them, you know? So, and I did look at videos, okay? And I know that you can get them on Amazon, and I'll order them at some point, but yeah, I had some gift cards, and so I wanted to use them up. And so I've seen a lot of people use these Sweet Sugar Belle. I'll put the link down below. At Michael's, I do believe they're less expensive than Amazon. I'm not sure, but I'll put the link to Amazon below because apparently that's the only place you can get the tips from. Now, I don't know. I tried to look up the silicone tips at Michael's on the Michael's thing, and yeah, I couldn't find them there. Which, why would they sell the bottles at Michael's and not the tips that you need? I don't know. It's not the tip. This is the tip. But the silicone thing to, cover it up or whatever so your glue doesn't dry out. So I don't know. And my husband, I said, oh, I need to go to Michael's. He was like, ugh. So yeah, I might just have him drive me by there. And then I think that's how I'm going to put this. I'm just going to stick that right over it. Okay. Walk and chew gum, Elizabeth. Yeah. He does not enjoy going to Michael's. I don't enjoy it much either. However, I had gift cards from the Sweet Children last year that I really wanted to use up. And so we've been, I don't even know how many times, like 4 or 5 times to Michael's. And the thing is that, I don't want to go in there and just willy-nilly spend. You know what I'm saying? I want to go in there and actually purchase things that I need or things that I'm going to use, So, yeah. So we went in that day and he just abhors it. I get it. I don't like it either. Let me just tell you that. I don't. But again, I had gift cards. So maybe if we're in town today over in that area, I will have him, just take a drive by and he doesn't even have to go in. I'll go in and see if they have the silicone caps. I don't know. And then I'll just get them. So there's that. Okay. Now this is the packaging. I like to use the packaging, obviously, of different things. I just think it's a fun little element in your book. And so I'm just going to put this in with some, I don't know. I'm just going to put this right over here, but I'm tipping it in. And on the back, it said, little did I know that these need caps, not sold at Michael's. Grr. Yeah. Let's just pretty that up a bit with some washi tape. Why not? Why not? I'm just going to use this because it's right at hand. Yeah. So, yeah, that's what we did. And it's just been... Did I even mention, it's been increasingly difficult to come in here and work on my book. Yesterday, I tried to come in here and film for you guys, right? Oh my word. And then my husband was busy outside fitting hurricane shutters, right, to our windows. And so he was out doing that, and our dog, Remington, he cannot be without his master. And so it was like he would go downstairs with him, but then he had, like, here in our neighborhood, all dogs have to be on leashes. So he's on his leash, but he's downstairs, and we kind of like hook it under our chairs so he stays right there on the patio. And or on the dock part, whatever. And so, let me see what I'm doing here. And so I'll explain these in a second. So yeah, so he was down there, and then when my husband would go around to the other side of the house or whatever, he would sit down there and whine and drive my husband nuts. And then I would go down there and get him and try to bring him up here, but I also was trying to film, and then in the end I ended up having to babysit the dog out there till my husband was done. And then by the time he was done, I was in no mood to create anything because I like to create in the morning. Okay, so then let's see. Oh, this is what I was gonna do. Okay, so this is my daughter's visitor's pass to here, and she has to have a visitor's pass to come in, and I put "You're the best part of today," and that comes from the back of the Chick-fil-A bag because she came up this weekend for a visit and it was lovely. And so what I do with this is I have a collection of notepads. Y'all, you know, if you've been here for a while, you've seen them. I have a lot. And so I just take it and I glue it to the back, and now I have lines to write on about what's going on. This is just a piece of fabric, and it's actually a piece of fabric that my niece and nephew were working on when they were here when we were babysitting them the other day, right? Then I found this picture on my phone, and this is a picture of our separation anxiety dog, Remington. And so whenever she comes to visit our daughter, he, like, will mention her name. Her name is Sadie. We'll mention her name and we'll say, Sadie's coming, Sadie's coming. And he just goes nuts, you know, he just does a little dance. So this is, I found this, it's like a pad of sticky notes, right? And so it says to and from and the date, and then these little things, and then what the note is regarding, right? So I put to my fave after daddy, which is my daughter is the dog's favorite after my husband, from your favorite pup, Remington. And then the date and everything, and thank you. He was much appreciated. He was forever indebted that she came. She made his day, and she's his hero, right? And then it's regarding, as soon as mommy and daddy mention your name, I hop around and do a jig and nearly wag my tail off. Then I climb up on the couch back, stare at the stairs, waiting to see you. Yeah. So I thought that was super cute. So I'm going to put this on here somewheres, and put him on here as well. I don't know how I'm going to do this. So I don't like things straight in this case, in this particular case. So let's see if I can, maybe I can glue it kind of like that, possibly. So we'll see what happens there. And then this can go here. I don't know. Or this can go here. Yeah, something like that. Or this can go here like that. I don't know. Anyway, we'll do that. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is photo paper. What I do with these pictures is I use Pic Collage, just so you know. I use Pic Collage, and I use the 2x3 measurement, and then I use the grid so that it comes out in 4 2x3 photos, right? I could use my Sprocket, but sometimes it can be rather temperamental and it's annoying. So let's see. I want her name to be there, and I want to see him. So we'll just do it like that. Okay. Yeah. I think it's fun to, you know, just put different tags together and use different things in your stash, you know, shop around in your stash and find those cute things to add to your page. And yeah, I just thought it was cute. Remy's little thank you note to his favorite girl, right? She's my favorite girl too, but, or maybe I'll put this like this. Yeah, we'll just do, oh, let's scooch it down some. Scooch it down some there. So I can see that it says security pass, because that's what it is. You can't get in here without one. So yeah, and then on the back, I can do my journaling and such. Now, on the back of this one of the things that was like crazy this day was this right here. Okay, this is our dock, which is, it looks a mess because it's getting redone very soon. It's just broken down and whatever, and needs to be replaced. So that's coming shortly. But if you can see, that's the water level. It had risen because we were in a king tide, and it had risen all the way up to the top. Like it was coming over, it was lapping over the top. Yeah, no bueno. Okay, no bueno. So when we get the new dock, the dock will be elevated more, so that won't happen. But I did want to put this here because I do want to remember that. It's crazy. I don't recall ever seeing, or we don't recall ever seeing the water level that high. It was crazy. And it was in one part of our dock that's like super low. It was actually over the dock. Like, it had submerged part of the dock by like, I don't know, my husband said like 2 inches or something. So yeah, so I wanted to take note of that because that's what happens in a king tide. That's one reason I think as well with the Hurricane Ian last week, why one of the reasons why there was so much water. I mean, there was going to be, because of the strength of the storm, there was going to be a storm surge anyway. But yeah, because it's the king tide, which means the tides are higher than usual. So yeah, so that was not good. But let's see. I'm just doing that. Okay. Now this is going to go into this pocket here. And then this, I did the same thing, right? Sort of. I take 2 notepads, I glue them together. In this case, I took it to my sewing machine and I sewed around, you know, the tag. And then, and I just do it messily. I don't care. I think it makes it look cute. One moment while I take a sip of my coffee. And then again, my niece and nephew had made these little, you know, they were playing on fabric. And so they made a long piece of it, you know, so I just snipped a little bit off, put it on there, and I stitched it back and forth to adhere it or to, you know, not adhere it, to whatever it's called. I don't know. To get it on there, to attach it. Okay, there we go. Which I really didn't have to do because then I thought, oh, let me add a little bit of tulle on there and let me get a little vintage button. And I used embroidery floss and I just very messily tied the button on, right? And then now I can take this out separately and journal on it. And I will have that, and then that goes in here in the pocket as well, right? So cute. Okay, and I think that's all I wanted to put on here. Let me just check my notes. My notes are right here next to me. So, yes. Okay. Friday night. Oh, you know what? See, I didn't want to cover this whole thing up. I mean, Chick-fil-A is really not that important, but it makes a handy bag. But on here with my daughter, I do need to print out a picture of the... where the Crawdads Sing like movie thing, because back here I had read the book at some point. Yep, I had read the book back here. It was super good. Some of you guys said it was one of your favorite books. It was really good. And then this night my daughter and I, so funny. Oh, you know what else? That's something else I was gonna put in here. But let me just see if I can find it right quick. I don't know. I think I put them in here in this drawer thing that I have some magazine clippings in. So let me just see if I can find it. But so she and I had a little slumber party. Yeah, my husband, there they are. My husband wasn't feeling the best. And so he was laying out on the couch, possibly watching football. I'm not really sure. So I said, hey, let's have a slumber party. So we climbed into my bed and we watched the movie where the Crawdads Sing, right? So that was super fun. So let me see. I think it was that night. Yeah, it was. All right. I think I might cut this one out. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Sorry for the glare, if there is one. I'll cut this out. And I don't know if now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if I'm going to get a picture of the movie thing or not, or if I'll just simply write about it. Okay, that goes back in that drawer. And then I will sort of fussy cut this little thing out. I don't know where this came from either. Oh, a Magnolia magazine that I brought with me. Yeah, so sorry while I hold my breath and fussy cut around this. Is that how it goes? I guess. I don't know. All right. And then that way I can put this down here, right? Because that'll be super cute. And it's just a bed, you know? So that'll be cute just to say, yeah, we had a little slumber party and it was nice just laying in there and watching it in bed and comparing and contrasting, of course, the book with the movie, which in most cases books are so much better, you know? I mean, books are longer in length, and so that's cute. That's cute. I am noticing that this did not stick very well. That's annoying. I did put glue all over it, and for some reason it's not sticking. I don't know. We'll see if that'll help it. I can't do anything about it in the middle. But anyway, yeah, so I'll talk about the king tide and how high the water was, and then how she and I had a little slumber party. And then on the other tag, I'll write about whatever else. Okay. Then this is just packaging from Caramel Coffee Hard Candies. I love these things so much. And we have behind our couch, we have a candy dish. And so we got that. And then this day here was super fun. Now, this is going to be a little bit more difficult. Whoops. This was October the 1st. It was Saturday. I want to write. We don't have a cat, okay? But my daughter and I can't remember. It could have been Friday night. It could have been Friday night we went out for a walk. Or was it Saturday night? Maybe it was Saturday night. Let me think. Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember. Anyway, so I think it was this night. My daughter and I went on a walk, and we were talking about her brother, and because she lives with her brother, and he was like, or she said, yeah, Cam says, that's my son's name, nickname. Cam said that whenever he gets a cat, in which case he's highly allergic to cats, so I don't know when he thinks he's ever gonna get a cat, but he said, yeah, whenever I get a cat, I'm gonna name it Suitcase. I'm like, Suitcase? Why Suitcase? What is the significance? And she said that he said, just because it's a weird name, you know? And like, no cat has the name Suitcase, so not that I know of anyway. So I thought that was pretty funny. But yeah, so here's Saturday, the cat named Suitcase. I just think it's hilarious. Here is my daughter and I. Yeah, we went on a walk this afternoon. And we went down to the beach, and it was very nice. We also went out to breakfast this morning. I think maybe I'll put this right here and put it in as a tip in, I think. Yeah, I'll do that, because after the walk, she went and ordered dinner for us, so that was very nice. This is about my poor hubby. He was in pain and says, I'm in pain today, I'll be in pain tomorrow, and again the week after that. Chronic pain does not stop with time, rest, or medication. It just varies with it. That is his life, okay? Yeah, yeah. Anyway, he was having super high pain day. He has been for a number of weeks, and the stress of the storm and other life events don't help. You know, it makes it worse. You should probably look into some form of meditation if you ask me. But, okay, so I'm gonna put this on here, and whoops, let's get that straight, Elizabeth. I'm putting this to the side-ish because it's gonna go in like this, so I will put a decorative piece of washi there, and then on this side I'll just put clear tape, which is fine, so just gonna put that on there and hope that it sticks. We're gonna put October up here because this was the first day of October. We're just gonna glue some stuff in here. We had a really great weekend with our daughter. On this particular day as well, we took her after breakfast. Well, we all went to breakfast with her grandparents, my in-laws, my husband's parents, right? So we all met for breakfast at a place called the Bagel Break that my in-laws hadn't been to, but we go there quite often. And we love their breakfast. They have more than just bagels. It's a really yummy place. And so, yeah, so we met for breakfast there, and then my husband was not sure if we were gonna go back home or what we were gonna do, and our in-laws were like, oh, what are your plans for today, you know? And we would have invited them to go. It's just, you know, when you're not feeling well, you have to be able to leave at a moment's notice from wherever you're at. So those of you with chronic illness, y'all know what I'm talking about, you know? Sometimes you're just like, nope, gotta go, and I have to go right now. Like, not in 10 minutes, not in 5 minutes. I have to leave right now, and I have to go home, you know? So it's difficult, you know, to make plans or whatever, you know? I mean, my husband does great, and he does what he can, and I do what I can, and my daughter also has POTS along with me. Some types are hereditary. And so, yeah, so that was my poor hubby. I think I might put this over here. I don't know where I'm gonna put all this stuff. This was later in the evening. Maybe I'll just write down here, and I'll put this here. Okay, yeah, we'll just do that. So let's put Saturday down here. Anyway, we had a really nice day. We did end up, after breakfast, going up north a ways to the Antique Mercantile, and it is such a fun store. It's like I don't know, well, it's a mercantile, like, you know, they have like a bunch of different people sell their wares, okay? And so we found loads of Fenton glass. Oh my word. And I'll show you that in a second. Yeah, my husband just, he is like so into it, you know? Like when we first started out, like I wanted like a hat, you know? Now we have a whole curio cabinet, which is fabulous, and I love every single one, you know? I really do. Let me see, I'm gonna look for this washi tape, which says happiness, which is what I was feeling on this day. And my daughter, she found a hat too. Yeah, she found a milk glass hat, super pretty. And yeah, she was really excited about it. So is that even gonna fit on there? Probably not. That stinks. Okay, no big deal. No big deal. This I'm just gonna stick on here, I think. So we'll put this on here. Again, whenever I get these types of things, I get them off like Instagram or, you know, something like that. I don't really do much Pinterest, believe it or not, but yeah. This was probably from the POTS awareness site, but it really has to do with my husband because that, you know, a lot of people, well wishing, of course, you know, it's, oh, you know, I hope you feel better, and, you know, or, oh, I hope you feel better soon, you know, that kind of thing. And it's just not the case, you know, it's not the case. I don't know if it will ever be the case, unless there's some divine intervention. So, yeah. So that's a little upsetting, but you know, it is what it is. I mean, there's not too much, you know, that you can do about it. So anyway, it you know, some people have a hard time understanding that about chronic illness, especially when you have chronic pain. It's something that is always there, that never leaves, you know. Like I said, I'm not saying it can't leave or it can't be healed, or whatever the case is. I'm gonna go ahead and put this right here, and I'm just stapling it on. I do believe, if I can, there it is, my tiny attacher, because this is the place we went. And yep, so I'm just gonna do that. Here's just the sales receipt. So this is what we got. My husband got a yellow ashtray. It was in the form of a cello, and it was amber glass, absolutely beautiful. And I showed you this. I showed you all this, I think. A ruby red rose bowl, which was Fenton glass, which was just gorgeous. I did not show you that one. A carnival glass dish, which was beautiful. An opalescent cream and sugar, Fenton cream and sugar dish. A candy dish, which was like clear with red on the bottom, beautiful. And then the Dutch shoes, right? So this is our curio cabinet, because later that day we filled it up. So this thing up here was the candy dish, beautiful. These are things we already had. My hats, there's me in the background taking the picture. Right down here is the cream and sugar. It's a hobnail cream and sugar opalescent, beautiful. There's the little cello. Here is the carnival glass dish. There are more hats down here. And this is a cranberry dish that we got before. So yeah, so we got those, and that was just loads of fun, you know. And then my daughter, I thought, I could have sworn she got, I'm just hanging on to this happiness thing. Let's see, I need another piece of tape that I can just, I'll use this. Anyway, because the happiness was too big. So yeah, we had a great day with our daughter, and she loves that kind of stuff too, and it's just fun. It's just fun. It's even fun just to look around. I mean, even if, you know, you don't have to buy anything, but it is super fun to just, you know, walk around and look at all the pretty stuff, you know. Of course, some of the stuff, you know, is pure junk. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, but, you know. So I think I'm just gonna put this right here. That was us on our beach walk. Here's suitcase. So I just wanted to make note of that, because I just think it's flipping hilarious. My son has got a really great sense of humor. And he's just a lot of fun. He's a fun kid, and he's hilarious. And yeah, so I'm going to make note of that, that if he ever gets a cat, he wants to name it Suitcase. Oh, he's so silly. I love that kid. All right, so there's that, and I'm going to write about that. There's where my daughter ordered dinner from, which I do. Let's see, you know what I might do is get a slim piece of tape to put that in on the other side. Here's the deal. Sometimes I use the clear tape, right? But then when I go to do my journaling, I inevitably, why I don't know, but I inevitably write, you know, I can't see the tape, obviously, because it's clear, so I end up writing over it, and then it wipes right off. So I want to make sure that I see the tape so I don't wipe over there, right? Okay, now this here. Let's see here. I think I'm just going to use tape. This is against my better judgment because in years from now, either A, it's going to come off. Sorry for that silver glare at the back of the candy thing. But it's either going to dry up and come off, or it's going to show through the paper, even though it says it's acid-free and all that fun stuff, you know? What a nightmare. Anyway, so, and then I'm just putting it on the top and the bottom, and let's see here. Oh, this is how I was gonna do it, like this. I was just gonna put it, I think. Let's do it from the bottom and see if it works. I don't know. Does it work? Please? Okay. All right. That works fine. Oh, I was gonna say I could make it into a little tuck if I wanted to, but I'm actually going to glue this or tape that right there. So there you have that. But yeah, a lot of different ways to, let's close some drawers here. A lot of different ways to add your memorabilia. A lot of different ideas about what memorabilia, you know, you can collect when you're out. I always, you know, like when we were at this place, my husband brought the menu out. Now, do I need a menu? No, because we've been there so many times. I know exactly what's on their whatchamacallit, their menus. So no, I did not need a menu, but he brought it out and he said, oh, I figured, you know, you'd want one for your book. He's so great like that, right? I don't know why, like, whenever I print pictures out, I get glue schmutz on them. I don't know how, I don't know why. Okay, so there's the curio cabinet with, and there were 2 more pieces added. Yes, I think the very next day on Sunday, my husband had ordered, and it came, no, wait a second. It came after my daughter left, so maybe it came on Monday. But he had ordered another, what was it? It was a hobnail milk glass hat and a hobnail milk glass ashtray, which is they're both very pretty. So those have been added to the cabinet as well. Okay. So let's see here. Okay, so Saturday the 1st, yes, we went on a walk. Well, the first thing we did was we went out and had breakfast with Mom Paul, and then we went up to the Mercantile, the Antique Mercantile, and we had such a great time. So yeah, my daughter was like, oh my gosh, I could do that all day long. And I'm like, okay, well, the next time you come up. And my husband did really great because he was in a lot of pain that day, but he did really great. And he was ready to go by the time we were done. But the nice part is up in this area where we live now, there are lots of places up and down the coast that we can go that, you know, whether they're junk stores, thrift stores, antique mall things, you know, so super duper fun. So I told my daughter, you know, yeah, when she comes up next, we'll have to go to another one and see what's there, you know, but she is this gonna stick? Yeah, she is appreciating the glassware now, and she, you know, it's nice. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention this curio cabinet. I think I told you at some point, but this curio cabinet, my husband found it in the Salvation Army, and he was like, "Oh, look at this! This is so pretty." I think it's made out of cherry wood, and yeah, it had the shelves. The only thing it was missing was some of the pegs. I think I told you about that. And but it like retails for $430 or something, $429 online. But we got it for $9. Yeah. So craziness. Okay. All right. So that I think will do it, right? Yeah, so here I have my list of things that, our list of errands that we had on this day. And then I made these 2 tags very simply out of notepad paper, right? Sew them together. They become a little more sturdy, and then I can do all my journaling there. And then this, I made this little missing picture for Remington and my daughter coming. You're the best part of today. Yes, she was. The water level was super high. And then we had a slumber party in bed and we watched a movie together. So that was super fun. And then let's see what else. Yeah. And then this I just put in here because it's fun. Okay. Because it's fun. It's something, that we eat, and then, yeah. And then I put a little cluster of these bits on here and just stapled them on with a regular stapler. And then you lift this sales receipt up and you have a picture of what's in the curio cabinet and our trip to the Antique Mercantile. My daughter and I on the beach that night, and she ordered us dinner, which was super cool. Cat named Suitcase. And then I can write about our special day here. And it was really, really great. So now on this spread, I did 1 page for Friday and 1 page for Saturday. And then this page, I might, oh, that's what I was saying at the beginning. Yeah, I might just add in here somewhere. I don't know where, but maybe on this side or something, add a little thing for Sunday, because Sunday, let's see. Yeah, Big Handsome made us breakfast. He helped out our daughter with some of condo papers she needed to fill out. She left around 10-ish. I made my phone call and I filmed a ramble. So not much happened on Sunday, as whatever. Not to have a whole page full of stuff, right? So I might just take a little card, attach it in here, write about what happened on Sunday the 2nd. And then this day, this will be the beginning of this past week, which is now, but you're seeing this in the future. So all of these things, I'll probably put these in a tip in, put these on the page. Our dog got his whatchamacallit, his nails trimmed, so that's gonna go on there. So I have stuff to put in here. Yeah. Oh, this is gonna go in there. This I got from Happy Mail, but there is a specific reason I'm going to put this in here for Monday, as that was a really nice day. We actually went back to the Mercantile. We didn't get anything for ourselves, but anyway. Yeah, so that's it. So, I mean, I'm done with the weekend. And again, I usually do not journal on the day that things happen. A lot of times I am not current. This is a shell I need to somehow add here. This goes with this, but I might just put it in here on I don't know. I need to do something with it. Tie it on to something. I don't know. But I need it to hang out the side. So maybe I'll just tie, it has a hole in it already. So, and this is one of the shells that I found when we were on our walk. So yeah, I might just put a hole in here, put a little piece of fabric and poke a hole in that, and then put a bulb pin on so this hangs kind of off the side. We'll see, but I do need to put this in there somewhere. Okay. So yeah, that's it. And I love how these pages came out. It has all sorts of tucks, tags, pockets, little, things that I ended up using to put more information on. Yeah, I like how these came out. Now I just have to go back in and do the journaling, which is no big deal. These back here, yes. See, like I said, this is one day, this is one day. That's how I normally do my journaling. But on some days or weeks, I do my journaling the entire week, right? Or happens to be Monday through Thursday, right? And then Friday, Saturday. So it all depends. It all depends on what happens that day. All depends what I'm doing that day, how much time I have that day, and all of that fun stuff. And then I'll go on to Monday and go from there and do this week's, which, yeah, I'll probably end up doing it on the same spread. Monday through Friday on the same spread. So anyhow, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you got some, little tips on things that you can add to your journal, and ideas on where I get my pictures from and all that. Oh, by the way, if you didn't know, I get my numbers and my days, these, right? My numbers and my days from Lynn at Love Lynn's Life. Okay, so I get those because I'm a patron of hers, so that's where I get that. But yeah, hopefully I gave you some ideas on how to use packaging that you collect during the day or that you use during the day, or menus that you collect throughout the day, pictures that you have, business cards that you have, whatever. This is a business card here. So yeah, lots of things. Oh, this is packaging from something I purchased. So there are lots of different ways to collect things, to reuse things, to recycle things. Even like my daughter's guest pass, I could have easily just thrown that away, but why if I can just make it into a tag, right, for the book? So there are lots of ways to add cute things to your book and then embellish those things, or just use them for the information purposes, or just use them just for fun, okay? Not everything has to have a specific meaning. Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me. I really do appreciate it. It was fun doing this journal with you, even though I don't journal at all. I just decorate my pages. But again, like I said, hopefully I gave you some ideas, tips, and tricks. So yeah, I hope y'all have a great rest of your day, a wonderful week, and I'll talk to y'all real soon. Bye for now.